Hey everyone, this is Katie and Sam, and we're going to be presenting and teaching you all about bottleneck analysis. First, let's go over what bottleneck analysis is. So a bottleneck is an area in an assembly or production line where the number of tasks is too many to be completed. Because of this delay in production for the certain step of the process, many subsequent steps are also affected, which negatively impacts the entire workflow. We use bottleneck analysis to identify the area causing the problems so that we can then determine how to eliminate the bottleneck. Now let's go over some examples of bottlenecks that we see in our everyday lives. In a fast food drive-thru, which can be seen in the picture to the right, bottlenecks are a common occurrence. If one car takes too long to order or receive their food, every car behind them is also affected. We also see this as individuals are going through airport security, or if there are travel delays in a plane or a train. There can be a bottleneck when someone is late to a meeting, making the whole team start later than planned. Similarly, if you have slow internet, then there is a pause in your process of completing homework. When completing a bottleneck analysis, there are multiple goals to keep in mind. Primarily, we are trying to determine why a bottleneck is occurring and decide what we can do to stop it. There are many ways to eliminate a bottleneck. Some examples are adding staff, adjusting the workflow, reducing production, or eliminating wasteful steps. However, these examples may or may not work for certain bottlenecks, so we must use the analysis to take the correct course of action. Some other goals of bottleneck analysis are shortening lead time and downtime, increasing overall productivity and worker efficiency, and making a well-rounded production line that is both safe for the workers and advantageous for the company. There are many benefits of bottleneck analysis. Some we'd like to highlight are listed here on this page. Bottleneck analysis is very important because it helps eliminate the problem area that's creating the bottleneck, so the workflow can then carry on in a smooth fashion. This quarter, we've learned a lot about muda, also known as waste. Muda is a very common cause of bottlenecks in a work process, so if we can get rid of the bottleneck, we can also get rid of the waste that is causing it, which helps the entire work process. Through bottleneck analysis, we gain a better knowledge of the general workflow that is our process. This helps us in the future to potentially solve other bottlenecks or even make improvements overall.
Now we are going to take a look at the tools we can use to analyze bottlenecks and find them. So the first one is the 5 whys technique, which involves asking a question on a broad scale, and then to each answer to that question, do you just keep asking why, until eventually you reach the root problem. The next one is the fishbone or Ishikawa diagram, and I just made one for our next example, which is going to be a traffic analysis. And on each section of the Ishikawa diagram, there are the 5 M's of industry, and below each is a cause for the problem at the left. Now we're just going to do a quick analysis of a trip from Slow to Atascadero. Pulling out of the garages here into some residential streets, lots of stop signs, which are potential bottlenecks. See, there's one here, another one coming up. And then we'll turn onto a main street, more stop signs and signal lights, more bottlenecks. And as we hop onto the freeway, things are going to pick up a lot faster. Not as many opportunities for bottlenecks to occur, but as I'm in the right lane here, I'll hit some slower traffic up here in just a second and have to move out of the way, and that will be somewhat of a bottleneck. There's the first one. I move back into the lane, and then I hit some slower traffic. Again, another truck, unsurprisingly, in just a moment here, and I have to move out of the way. So slow traffic like that is the main cause of bottlenecks on the freeway, along with accidents, just drivers not paying attention, things like that. And we'll take the exit here, and not too much, and it ends. And last but not least, this is our bibliography. Thank you for watching.